Okay, what's going on, guys? And welcome to a brand new episode of Energize. Today we have a very special guest on the show.
We have me and Barry. So first thing you might notice, guys, is we actually do not have a guest on today's show. I think we've done 28 back-to-back guests every day for you guys to watch at home to enjoy during the COVID-19 / coronavirus / whatever else you want to call it pandemic. So look, we do have more guests lined up. We will have more guests on the show, but it's extremely difficult to have a guest lined up every single day, isn't it, Barry?
It is a grind, man. Like I remember before when we were doing the show and it was just us two. People were like, "Get some guests on the show," and we were like, "It's going to be difficult to get them into the house." And then now this has happened. It's we've been sending loads of emails, getting in touch with loads of people. Loads of people have come on. I didn't expect to have one nearly every day for 4 weeks straight, though.
Yeah, in fairness, we've had some unbelievable guests on. I was actually going to start naming them, but there's actually been so many guests. I was on the phone to one of the lads earlier, and he was like, "Oh, lads, you're smashing. You had so many guests. Who do you have lined up coming up next?" And I was actually dishing out a few of the names who could potentially come on the show. And then I was like thinking over who we've had on the show, and like it's always you almost forget someone. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because usually we only put out one show a week. So because we're doing one every day, you almost have to be like, on to the next, on to the next, on to the next, you know? So you don't really get this. Like, I think once this is all over and we look back, we're like, Jesus, we actually had like all these people on straight away in a row, no stopping, you know?
It's crazy, isn't it? Like, it also, like, just some of the guests we've had on, like, Mikey Conlon, like, followed his career so long, and it's, like, incredible. And then, like, I think one of my personal favorites again was, like, Paul Hughes. It was just, like, such a nice guy. He was, like, we followed each other for so long and, like, chatted away on social that it was actually nice to actually talk to someone virtually face-to-face. Can you say that?
Yeah.
It was just good to have a chat. And then, like, obviously, I love the flex one as well, because, like, talking about United for an hour is serious crack, you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, like, I mean, I've enjoyed them all. Like, even like Darren Conway's one, that's someone we've been friends with for a while, and to get him on and see how well he's doing, and like Al Foran blowing up as well. Like, those, like, it's deadly, like, you know?
Oh, it absolutely is. It's one of those things where it's been a blessing in disguise, I suppose, for us, the coronavirus, for us to put out, like, serious content.
Yeah, but, like, remember we were, like the first week happened, and, like, I was actually, like, depressed in my brain because we couldn't do the show, and it was just, like, that's something so important to me. And then, like, I was like, here, Ross, fuck this. Like, have you heard of this thing called Zoom? And then, like, once we did
it, I suppose it's adapt and overcome, isn't it?
Yeah, but I didn't think we'd adapt and overcome like this.
Well, yeah, I suppose when you think about it, like in terms of, like,
remember you were on the radio and you were like, "Oh, we're gonna try and do something."
Yeah,
and then this happened.
I know. Yeah, but if you think about it, it's like Andrew Trimble, Tommy Bowe, Jamie Heaslip, Matt Holland, like 4 Irish internationals, obviously across 2 different sports, like future Olympians, UFC fighters, Bellator fighters, Cage Warriors fighters. You know what I mean? Like, what more do you want from us? Like, some of Ireland's best content creators. You know what I mean? Like, there's a bit of something for everyone here.
No, it's funny. Like, I mean, for people that don't know or they're just new to the show, how's it going? First of all, make sure to like and subscribe. Myself and Ross started
definitely subscribe as well, because we're on the climb in subscribers.
Yeah, I'll explain that in a sec. But like how me and Ross started out, right? We're in school together, and then after school, like, you were working full time in, like, insurance.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was working in banking, and then, like, we were like, right, let's do something else, because, like, we're going to the gym every day, we're hanging around with each other every day, playing FIFA all the time, even though I won all the time. Like, Ross, let's do away with that. But yeah, we were like, right, we started doing this radio course together, because we felt like a lot of the radio stuff was just purely focused on like just what Kim Kardashian was doing that week. So like, we were like, right, we did this radio course together with Today FM. It was for about 8 weeks, was it?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, and then once, like, at the end of the 8 weeks, we did a live show with Ross's brother Chris, and it was all about, like, health and nutrition. And then after that, they were like, right, see you later, lads. And we were like, hold on, you have to give us the drug, so we want to keep doing it. So we started doing podcasting for ages, and then, like, we've done it so, like, the wrong way, and now I feel this is the right way. So, like all we wanted to do was get on a radio show and bring a bit of crack to people's lives, and now we can do it, which is great.
Yeah, I love doing it. It's definitely one of the highlights of my week every week. I think ever since this whole situation has happened, it's like almost been my outlet, I suppose. Like you get to talk to someone who you don't normally talk in the outside world, and it like sort of keeps your brain going. Really, I think. I mean, we have these guests on, and we're like doing research on them, and like you get to know them. Some guests you have to do more research than others because some people you just like know their background, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's one of those things that's absolutely insane. But yeah, we started this thing out with like sort of hopes and dreams, and things have only got like better. And it's one of those things where you don't realize that you've taken some steps that you probably wouldn't have taken to do these things. Like I suppose Bellator 200 over in London, I mean, like going to the after party, holding the belt to Musasi, UFC 217 in New York, like absolutely incredible. Like doesn't get much better than that. TJ Dillashaw's after party.
You getting announced on stage by Bruce Buffer?
Getting announced on stage by Bruce Buffer, meeting like Daniel Cormier, Chris Weidman, Uriah Faber, Forrest Griffin, Paige Van Zandt.
Headbutting Mighty Mouse.
Headbutting Mighty Mouse, favorite fighter of all time. Then like getting press passes for Bellator. You know what I mean? Like this has opened so many doors for us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then not forget the time where we've been at festivals and people have shouted over, "Energized!" And it's like, all right, the lads.
Or even the messages we've been getting recently off people is just. I
forgot FightCon meeting like Wonder Boy and interviewing MVP. Like we met MVP like 4 times now because of this. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, Wonder Boy being our first ever live show. Man, it's just crazy. It's just crazy. It's like, I know, like who would have known what would have happened if this hadn't happened. But like now, this is just like the people we've now have on the show. I don't actually see any other really outlets doing it, and it's not like bragging. It's just like I don't like. I mean, our drive is just like I don't know. It's as people can see or watching now, or like we're doing it. Like I mean, we're doing what we've always wanted to do, and we're doing it just the two of us as well. And
absolutely, we're getting guests onto our platform, which is incredible. I mean, like we've built this up. This is our platform that we like. We're not like an RTE or we're not a TV3. We don't have any budget for anything. We just like people are willing to come on the show because they like us or they think we're nice or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Although you know what's really funny that people probably don't see on our show. After each show, we have a guest. Me and Barry both say they were really sound, weren't they? Yeah. Even though like obviously they were going to be sound, but like we're like no, but they were extra sound.
Yeah. Yeah, man. It's just like this has been such a grind for the last couple of years, and like I put my whole life into it. Like obviously you have as well. Like
yeah,
I have. You haven't. No, I'm joking. But like for it to actually be working now, I don't think until after when we actually sort of look back and be like, Jesus, I can't believe we even did that. But like coming out of this, like obviously I work in radio. Like I work at events, so like that's not going to be happening anytime soon. You're obviously working in Jameson now. Like I mean, like one day we do want to have this bigger. I don't know. Like I mean, I'd love some guidance, almost to get Gary Vee back on the show. But like,
yeah,
if there's people out there watching this and have any influence on anything, like I mean, I don't see how they can't. No, people could say the show is shit, but they can't say that we're not absolute like hard workers, you know?
Yeah. Well, they can say the show is shit, but they'd be wrong.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. I know, yeah, but like, you know what I mean? But yeah, well, like another thing is like the YouTube subscriber situation. The thing is with YouTube, for people that don't understand, is they changed the way they say they do things. So basically, for your videos to go into like I call it the matrix of YouTube, so they could go viral, you need to have 1,000 subscribers. So the problem is myself and Ross I've just gone over 500, and we're aiming for 1,000. So like people have been in touch with us, we've messaged them like and been like, oh, do you use Spotify or YouTube? And then like if you just subscribe, we really appreciate that, because like until we get to 1,000, the videos can't really go into the realm of YouTube. It's hard to explain, but hopefully I explained that okay. Did I?
Yeah, it seems fair enough. I think one of our things is one of the, I suppose, mistakes, or one thing that we didn't do great is initially is we like almost solely focused on the Instagram for a very long period of time, and we drove everything through there, and we probably didn't do a good transfer over to YouTube at the time, which we probably should have done. But at the end of the day, what I mean.
Yeah, but we didn't know what we were doing.
That's what I mean. You only get to know these things by making those mistakes and making those problems.
Yeah.
I think at one stage we were like, we want to do a podcast and we want people to listen to it, but we're not vloggers, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, we don't need to be on YouTube, but people like to watch podcasts on YouTube, especially with a video element of it. So we're like, right, then we should probably be on YouTube too.
Yeah.
So we're like sort of, we've also sort of been only going properly gung ho on YouTube since this whole epidemic has started, if that makes sense as well.
Yeah. Well, but the thing is, like, we've kept people so entertained on Instagram that they've like been so loyal to it. So like when we've asked, can you make sure to subscribe on either like YouTube or Spotify, they'll be like more than happy to do it because they're helping us. Because at the end of the day, if we're providing, if you were getting a bit of crack, like people are getting a bit of crack, no matter what people say, like it's true. Like I mean, we have over 10,000 people following us, more. But like, so we can do the swipe up. But like, they're like, right, these lads are constantly put like, I set alarms to post stories. You know, like this thing, like we're running like a proper like company here. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, do you think we should ask the people who follow us on Instagram who we should ask to come on the show?
Yeah,
because we haven't done that in a while, and I think we probably should just put up the question box and like what guests would you like to have on the show.
Yeah, we'll get into that right in one sec. So make sure if you're watching this, subscribe and definitely tell one of your friends. But Ross, like people probably want to know now, what's next? Because after having all these guests, like,
well, we're definitely going to have more guests. Me and Barry are going to do a few shows by ourselves as well, just to make sure we do get one show out every single day. So if you see me and Barry wearing the same clothes one day to the next day, we probably fit them twice, 2 in the one day, and then
we didn't get changed.
Yeah, or we haven't changed our clothes in 2 days because we smell. But look, we're definitely going to do some football videos. I think we both want to do some football videos. We might bring you like the best Premier League player in every position, something along those lines. Do a series on that. We might even throw 2 of those videos out a day. We might give you like the best all-time Ireland Rugby 15, and we might give you our favourite or the best MMA fighter in each weight class as well. Something along those lines, Barry. That's what I was thinking. What were you thinking?
Well, we're always creative. So like, I mean, even some MMA stuff, I mean, we're gonna do what we think people will like and what we like to do as well. And
yeah, like on Twitter there, we threw out the Bellator Bantamweight Grand Prix. And like we threw a few curveballs in there. We threw in people from different organizations in who could like cross over with Bellator to fight, just because why not? You know what I mean? Yeah. So we're constantly coming out with things, and a lot of the Bellator bantamweights liked it as well, or commented or retweeted it.
Yeah, it's just I didn't think we'd be like, I thought we'd be going like this COVID thing would be going on long, but now we've actually been doing it for over a month based on the lockdown. Who knows how long it's going to go on for? And like realistically, we're not going to be able to get a guest every day. But like,
no,
we're like, because now we've been putting the content out every day. I don't want to stop.
It has to stay out every day.
Yeah, because if we get to the end when everything's back to normal, touch wood, who knows what could happen after this? Because I'm sure the people that watch our stuff and enjoy our stuff want good things to happen to us, and we want good things to happen to them as well.
I'm almost a bit like when this does all come to a halt. What way are we going to do our content? Because like it would be very strange to go from 7 days a week to 1 day a week. And it's
well, hopefully something good comes out of this.
Oh, hopefully so. I think it will.
I don't even need anything massive. Just enough that you can afford the diapers for the baby. And then and I can get a hair dye for this ginger to make it strawberry blonde.
Yeah, man, you grow the beard back.
Like once I shaved it off, it just kept growing back, and then I don't know. I think I feel better with a beard.
In fairness, our beards are as close to even now as they have been for the whole situation. Because my beard was like getting out of hand at one stage. I was like, it was so big, and I was like, oh, I looked like a homeless person at one stage. I but also like the hair was so long, so like I didn't have trim on the hair. Don't know if you can see that there. Looks all right. And then I trimmed the beard. I was like, oh, I need to like look after myself. Just because I'm not actually going out and seeing anyone doesn't mean I can walk around like a homeless person.
Yeah, no, manscaping or womanscaping. Shout out Manscaped.
Yeah,
it is actually important. You feel like you've reset the button, or you're feeling a bit
yeah,
better.
you definitely feel better in your own skin once you actually like groom yourself.
Yeah. Also, like I went for a 5K run there the other day. I was still in bits for a few days after. Shout out Jamie Hickey, and then Ross did it as well.
Yeah.
I beat by a second.
Did you see my socks I was wearing for a run?
I did. I'm sure Will Fleury saw them as well.
Yeah. Serious socks.
Like doing stuff like that, just trying to keep active, keeping the mind active. Hopefully, we're keeping people like stimulated, and hopefully everyone's staying well. But yeah, we just want to reiterate. Thanks for checking out the videos. There are more to come. We are on the road to 1,000, and once we reach 1,000, who knows what's going to happen to this? And we can have even better guests on. The bigger it is, the more chance you can get like the bigger names. If you can get much bigger, like I don't know.
Barry, are you going to do another 5K?
Yeah, I think I am. I
like the way like I've done my 5K and I know my time is, and now I have to try and beat that time.
Yeah, hopefully the sun comes out a bit and it was just a bit more enjoyable. Like I don't really like doing it in the grey, but like hopefully everyone's staying well and everyone's staying safe, and like we really do appreciate this. Like and all we want to do is have a bit of crack and.
Yeah, 100%. We just want to entertain the masses, really, and just if you do like the show, like please do like, share, subscribe, because like we're just two Irish lads trying to make it like everyone else,
Yeah.
Important.
Yeah.
But anything else to say, Basmo?
No, just stick along for the ride. This is a crazy time for everyone.
Yeah. Well, look, if you want like really good content and you want to hear stories from people who you never thought you were going to hear stories from, this is the place to be. You know what I mean? We got some great insight from some unbelievable people, and we're not going to stop there. We have brilliant more guests lined up. Barry, do you want to give us like a flavour of people we've been in contact with?
I don't know, should I?
All right, if you don't want to, I will. All right, so we've been in contact with Stephanie Roach, Irish footballer. We've been in contact with Brendan Chabb, who keeps on saying he'll come on, but then won't give us a time date to come on. Eamon Dunphy said he'd come on, but we haven't got time and date either there. Austin Vanderford, like Mr. Van Zandt, will come on. So you might get a hit. You might get a hit to Paige Van Zandt in there as well. You never know. I think there's a few more who like we've had back and forth. So I think Keane Cowley said he'd come back on the show as well, or we're looking for him to come back on the show anyway. So like, there you go. Like they could be the guests next week. You never know.
Yeah, who really knows what's going to happen next week? So make sure to like, subscribe, and as always,
stay energized.
Stay energized.